Day 37 on the 40 days of forgiveness. The affirmations are for I am poor. So if you feel poor and you need some affirmations, this is what we got for you. It comes right out of my book, 40 Days of Forgiveness. You can get it for free on my website or buy it on Amazon. Here's what I have to say. I am poor. This is a negative belief that may keep you stuck in a relationship, stuck in work, or stuck in the value you feel for yourself. It may also be true that you are financially poor, but you can still feel good and grateful and hopeful through it. These affirmations help to neutralize any negative beliefs about being poor. Old story is, being poor is bad and I'm poor, so I'm bad. And the new story is, I can feel safe, secure, and complete regardless of my finances. All right, so here we go. Take a breath after each statement if you can. I forgive myself for believing I have to feel insecure because I'm poor. I forgive myself for believing this insecurity and frustration can't be better until I'm rich. I forgive myself for believing that my worth and joy is dependent on whether I'm rich. I forgive myself when I equate my self-worth with my money. I forgive myself for believing this insecurity is my fault because I'm not rich. I forgive myself for believing someone else has to change and make me rich before I can feel secure and happy. I forgive myself for holding on to insecurity because I'm poor. I forgive myself for holding on to insecurity and generational poverty. I forgive others for hurting my feelings when I'm poor. I forgive others for blaming me for my own poverty. I forgive others for hurting me and not being generous. I forgive others for not helping. I give others permission to forgive me when I don't help them or blame them for their own poverty. It's that thing where you do the thing that you don't like when people do to you. I give others permission to forgive me when I blame them for my insecurity and poverty. I love and accept myself even when I'm afraid I'll always be poor. I love and accept myself even when I'm afraid being rich means leaving someone I love behind. I give myself permission to accept that I can feel secure, safe, and complete even when I'm poor. I give myself permission to accept that I can feel loving and forgiving and happy with myself, poor or rich. Without this insecurity, because I'm poor, I'm free to feel more secure, confident, and worthy of wealth. Wealth in my relationships, wealth in my spirituality, or financial wealth. Without this insecurity, I'm free to see the wealth and worth that I have. Without this insecurity, I'm free to embrace the abundance that comes to me. Without this fear, I'm going to be poor. I'm free to have more trust and confidence in the care of others. Without this insecurity, I'm free to be more loving and compassionate to the poor. My reflection questions are, what does it mean to you to be poor? Or I would even ask, who are poor? How do you care for the poor in your life? How would your life change being more present to abundance? I like one of this last statement that says, without this fear I'm going to be poor, I'm free to have more trust and confidence in the care of others. I think what I was going for there was the idea that maybe sometimes I don't want help, and it's okay to want help, and it's okay to give help. I think actually with a lot of these particular statements aren't really about, like feel good even though you're poor, though some of them come off that way. It's more about I will give and I will accept giving, and if I'm not good at giving, I'm gonna become better at giving. The idea being more big picture thinking, where there needs to be more generosity, and I need to not be afraid that generosity is going to make me poor, or make someone else, I don't know, entitled. You know, basically. It's sort of letting go of this feeling that I never have enough and I can't ever feel good in that, whether you're poor or not. So hopefully that helps you today. Feel rich.